It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. Meet Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy, a bachelor from Lambton, Derbyshire, with an income of over $10,000 a year. He has almost everything he could ever want. Almost. Now Mr. Darcy is looking for the one. Previously, Lady Catherine de Bourgh had a serious conversation with Mr. Darcy.
You remember what we talked when you were younger?
Yes, but
Yes, so why are you keeping the show?
that was in the past.
No, you have to marry your cousin Anne. This house is a strange decor. I would never let this house be mine.
Elizabeth received a date card.
For a man who first said I was not enough to tempt him, Mr. Darcy keeps finding ways to be around me. I do not know whether to be irritated or flattered. It will not change my opinion of him.
She is so unlike the others. There's just something about her. At the rose ceremony, Charlotte Lucas was left to pack her bags and take the next carriage home. I do not choose you.
What are your thoughts about Darcy?
I cannot picture my life without Mr. Darcy, and I know I am the one for him. The other girls just don't understand him the way I do, and my brother and him have been friends for way longer, so clearly I have the advantage.
Right now, I don't know what to think. Darcy spent the whole evening talking about my family and my father, and my father's the only one of the few sane people in my house right now.
My mother spent most of the time talking about music and how she was close to become a proficient, but then she had me.
We asked you about your thoughts of Darcy.
Oh yeah, you're right. He seems okay.
Her thoughts does not change anything. She will anyways marry Darcy.
My dearest father passed away some time ago, and ever since then, I've been the caretaker of my sister Georgiana. This week, we are at my residence, Pemberley. Georgiana's opinion means the most to me, on the girls.
I know I have this visit in the bag. I mean, look at Elizabeth's dress. It's trash. Anne looks like a man and she looks like she's about to drop dead. Miss Darcy and I are already on good terms. I mean, I don't see how this could be a competition. The other girls just need to pack up their stuff and get out of my way. I'm gonna be the one signing my letters, Mrs. Caroline Darcy.
Right now, I walked into this house and it's beautiful. All I've ever heard from Darcy is that he's a bad person, he sucks, he's a jerk, he's a dummy. But I've heard some things that he's a good person, and I don't know what to think.
My mother says that me and Darcy are perfect for each other. We're also ranked the same socially. Maybe because I've never met another boy like him, and it's probably because I've never been to court before.
This is such a sick house you have here, Mr. Darcy.
Why, thank you. Would you fancy a walk around the grounds with me tomorrow, Miss Bennett?
Sure.
Excuse me. Anyways, Eliza, I think a walk around the grounds will remind you of time you've spent with another special someone?
I don't understand.
Not this time again.
Perhaps a Mr. Wickham?
He's just an acquaintance, thank you very much.
The view from this house anyway is really good. Don't you agree, Mrs. Bingley? Miss Bingley.
And now it's time for the rose ceremony.
I've spent some time deliberating on my decision. Over the past few weeks, I've become very close to one of the women. She's not what I expected for myself. At times, her family is unbearable, and yes, my pride may have blinded me, but I know deep in my heart that she's the one for me. And you're a wonderful young woman, but I'm afraid we're not well suited for each other. Not suited for each other? You will be a mockery of yourself if you don't marry her.
Mom, it's okay,
No,
please.
it's not
Don't make a scene. Please.
Oh, Mr. Darcy, I knew you would choose me. Go ahead, I'm ready.
These past few years, you've been a very dear friend to me indeed, but your brother is even like an own blood relative to me. But I do not choose you.
Is this a joke? Wait, you're serious? You're choosing Elizabeth Bennet? You know, did she cast a spell on you? Because, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Her mother's practically a witch anyways. You know what? You! How dare you do that to me? You know, I know you once thought she had fine eyes, but she is so far below you.
That was all in the past. Now she's one of the handsomest women in my company, and I wish to be with her.
Is it true that Darcy's going to choose you? You're so below him. It's his choice who he marries and not you. Besides, if I was so below him, why would he choose me?
You're right, Swoon. I'm done with this.
I have told you my true feelings before. At the time you were unsure, but now I must ask again. Will you take this rose and this ring and become my wife?
This is a little unconventional, but considering you've done so much for my family, I will marry you.
Why her? Elizabeth Bennet and her stupid fine eyes. Her family's awful. Her younger sister is a whore. And her older sister's gonna marry my brother. He was supposed to marry Georgiana Darcy and I was gonna marry Mr. Darcy. We're gonna have a double wedding. She's lucky that I wasn't raised poorly or I would have done horrible things to her.
I'm so happy. I just got off the phone with Jane and she's happy too. Like, I'm just getting more excited to become a housewife now.
Originally, Lizzie came on the show to patronize me, but after her aunt and uncle, the gardeners, told her to participate in the show, she came around. Coming up next on MTV Cribs.
Yo, MTV, welcome to my crib.
We thought that was your house.
Oh no, that's Rosie. This is my house.